Okay, it's been about 18 hours. Usually I check this by now. The temperature inside of my 2 plates is 83.8. So right in target, you really want to be between 80 and 85. So I'm just going to do a little inspection on them. First thing I'm going to check is the paper towel still moist. This one's a little dryish. You can even see by that. So what I'll do is I'll get just a tiny little bit of water and sprinkle it on it. If your seeds pop and they go dry, they'll be damaged. Basically, the little seedling will die. You can't let them dry out. So hopefully that's still damp enough inside. In fact, I've got a little bottle of water here. So I'm just gonna dump a little on my hands like that and drizzle it on. That one's damp. I'll give it a little bit more because I'd rather it not. Ooh, maybe too much there. I can give them the other ones. Okay, so they have had a little bit of moisture. Now what I'm going to do is carefully open them. Now you're not supposed to expose them to light, but they'll need light for a second so you can see. That one has not popped. Maybe a little bit. I don't know if you can see the one side's got a tiny little white dot, and that is likely the taproot coming out. Not ready yet. And now that I picked these up, I think I'm going to give them all a little bit more water. That one also, little white dot, no taproot. You want to be careful and make sure that the taproot isn't growing into the sponge. So that happens sometimes. So I try not to touch them. Nope, the taproot is not out of that. But it's getting close. Let's see. Oh, nothing on that one. I'm making sure I'm careful picking them up and putting them back down. The reason you have to check them often, you don't want your taproot to be much more than a ½ inch, because that's not good for them. Ooh, I almost lost that seed. I try not to touch them, but that was unavoidable. So I'm going to set that back down. Last one. I've had some pop in the first 6 hours. Just a couple of them. So none yet. I'm going to come back in another 12 hours and check them again. But now that I've touched all of these, I think that they could all use just a touch more water. I don't want to over soak them. I just want to give them just a tiny bit, make sure that they're nice and damp environment. And I want to get them back into the dark. And we'll be back in 12 hours. And we will check them again.